Hey, future medics. Now that we've done loose connective tissue, we need to do the tougher stuff, and that is dense connective tissue. And it's more about strength and stability. And the major difference between the two, loose and dense, is exactly how the fibers are arranged. So, what makes it dense connective tissue? Well, it's got a lot of collagen, which provides tensile strength. Kind of think like rebar in concrete. It doesn't have as much of that ground matrix, but the cells are very tightly packed together, which affects blood flow and healing time. But it does provide a lot of strength. Now, dense, regular connective tissue is made up of collagen fibers that are in parallel rows, right, one on top of the other. It makes it extremely strong in one direction, but other directions, it's not very stretchy. So our tendons and our ligaments are made of this. They're very strong. They keep bones from sliding out of place. They keep muscles connected to those bones and everything working. But they don't stretch well. So if you have ever seen an athlete who's been out for months over an ACL tear, that is dense, regular connective tissue. Because it is so tightly packed together, there's not much room for blood flow to get in through there. So the lower the blood flow, the, the less healing time. The more healing time it takes, the less likely to have good oxygen to the area. Thus, the more healing time it's going to be. Now, conversely, dense, irregular tissue still has a lot of collagen fibers, but they're laid down in a web-like chaotic structure that allows the tissue to resist movement from multiple forces, which makes it pretty stretchy. Not super stretchy, but a little bit. We find it in the dermis of the skin. So our skin can move around a little bit and it's pretty durable and it can resist big forces pulling on it, but it doesn't slide off. You see what I mean? So it still keeps it tacked in place, but allows it to move around here and there wherever it needs to. So you're going to find this in the dermis of the skin, joint capsules covering organs, or in the fascia around muscle fiber bundles. So this gives a lot of strength and stability to our skin, but it's still pretty tightly packed with those collagen fibers, which cuts out a lot of room for blood supply to come through. So it's not very vascular, which means that it also has a very slow healing time, as opposed to the top of the skin where we have that epithelial tissue that turns over constantly every couple of days. To wrap you up, dense, regular tissue is strength in one direction, but dense, irregular tissue is strength in many directions. Same kind of connective tissue, different fibrous collagen layout, different job. Once we understand how the building blocks are laid in every kind of tissue, it's pretty easy to figure out what it does. So we see these in EMS. Whenever we have a dense connective tissue injury, even though it doesn't look that bad, because of the poor blood flow, it can really take a long time to heal. And these injuries usually require extensive rehab. So we're almost done with our connective tissues. Stick with me. We're going to do the last one next. I'll see you over there soon.